Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. $8 million is the target set by the Dr. Noble Irwin Regional Healthcare Foundation. Innovation Credit Union is a corporate leader in the community and recently announced its intention to lease out space in its building, calling it Innovation Center. The Swift Current SPCA provides a crucial service in the community, and as the need for the shelter services increases on a regular basis, so does the facility's costs. Thanks for joining us here today. The Dr. Noble Irwin Regional Healthcare Foundation continues to fundraise for furnishings and equipment for Swift Current's new long-term care facility. We bring you this latest update in today's top story. $8 million is the target set by the Dr. Noble Irwin Regional Healthcare Foundation and its fundraising efforts in the Welcome Home campaign. Funds which are required to furnish and equip the new long-term care facility set to open in Swift Current in May of 2016. A lofty goal by the foundation, which has already picked up generous support of $1 million from the estate of the late Albert Miller, $250,000 from Standard Motors, and over $35,000 from the 17th annual Night Out in Greece. A fundraising goal, which the foundation is confident they'll reach.
We've been meeting with an awful lot of donors and potential donors and talking to people and explaining what we're trying to accomplish. And I think it's safe to say that universally everybody realizes that something needs to be done. And we do get a few questions as to, the what and the why and the how much and all that kind of stuff. But to be expected, I think. But generally speaking, the community has been very receptive to us when we chat with them. And we're quite optimistic that we're going to hit our goal.
And with continued support of such groups as the annual Night Out in Greece Committee, a standard has been set for others to help out with fundraising efforts for healthcare, now and into the future.
Well, we were asked if we could be a sponsor, and ECOL does try to participate in the community that they're involved in. We are 50 branches across Canada, so we do try to get involved with our local communities when possible.
Yeah, it's been 17 years with the Dr. Noble Irwin Foundation, and been a great experience. And there's always ways to improve the healthcare, area, field. And we just want to be part of it because unfortunately one day we're going to be part of it.
The foundation further stresses the importance of the new long-term care facility to the community in general, as these services are not only for an aging population.
I say when I'm chatting with people that we're potentially all only one accident away from needing, and some of the interviews we did during our planning stages and so on, and showing in our case for support were folks that happened. I mean, an accident of some sort or a sudden disease of some sort or another, and all of a sudden they just can't stay at home anymore. And in fact, the stats we saw from the health region, I think it's something like 20% of the people in long-term care right now are under the age of 55. So it's not just for senior citizens, it's for everyone.
Donations and any other inquiries regarding the Welcome Home campaign can all be directed to the Dr. Noble Irwin Regional Healthcare Foundation in Swift Current.
This is a great example of the health region, the Cypress Health region, and the Ministry of Health working to put the patient first.
Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from David Anderson, Member of Parliament for Cypress Hills Grasslands.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Pinnacle Financial in Swift Current. Wishing the citizens of Swift Current the very best this holiday season and into the new year from Mayor Schaefer, City Council and staff of the City of Swift Current. Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Stuke Pharmacy and Leader. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Gus, Louie, and George at the K Steakhouse and Motel. Book your Christmas party or New Year's celebration today. Innovation Center is a new concept for downtown Swift Current. We find out more in this report. Innovation Credit Union is a corporate leader in the community and an anchor to Swift Current's downtown core, and recently announced its intention to lease out space in its building, calling it Innovation Center.
Yeah, this has been on the radar for a couple years, and we finally, reconfigured so that we could get to the point where we could open up some space that made sense for for other businesses to share the space. It's a great building. We're kind of shifting it from people viewing it as the credit union versus a retail complex where people can cohabitate and do business and innovate.
Approximately 120 staff at the Swift Current location have been moved into new areas of the building, bringing together a more collaborative approach to their day-to-day routine, and in turn freeing up 6,500 square feet of leasable office space on the top floor. Coinciding with changing times, as many of Innovation's staff are now working more on the road than at a desk.
If you look at our membership, they're doing more and more stuff in different channels than traditional bricks and mortar. So we're evolving to that as well. So we have a lot more of our staff working with their members, maybe not even in our building. We're going out to visit them in their business or in their home.
Innovation Credit Union employs 400 staff and has a membership of 48,000 across Western Saskatchewan. Businesses interested in exploring the Innovation Center leasing opportunity can contact Shelton Hess. The town of Maple Creek is Southwest Saskatchewan's hub for holiday shopping and dining, all at a relaxed pace. Stores are open until 9 on Thursday nights throughout the month of December for your shopping convenience. And Cowtown Christmas on December the 10th brings the Heritage District alive with holiday activities including horse-drawn wagon rides and a visit from Santa. Maple Creek, the perfect shopping and dining excursion. Visit oldcowtown.ca for more details. The Swift Current SPCA has received an early Christmas present through a major donation, which will help them move forward with their day-to-day operations. The Swift Current SPCA provides a crucial service in the community, providing a temporary home for abandoned dogs and cats. And as the need for the shelter services increases on a regular basis, so does the facility's costs.
Our budget is just under $300,000 a year. That's about what it takes to run the animal shelter. So I'm not sure the public is aware that that we have expenses in that range. We have payroll, we have great staff out there, we want to keep them, we have veterinary expenses. The shelter runs 24/7 as well, and that's an aspect of the shelter that people don't always think about, is someone has to be there for those animals 24/7, feeding them, caring for them.
McLaughlin adds the recent grant of $10,000 from the Southwest Saskatchewan Community Foundation will be used in a number of areas, including veterinarian fees and for future projects.
We've talked about the possibility of a boarding kind of establishment. We've talked about a pet crematorium, which there seems to be actually a great deal of interest and need for out in this corner of the province. So we will look at maybe using another portion of this foundation grant money towards getting us started on creating that additional, very stable, long-term revenue stream for us so that we're here in the future.
Your generous support to the Swift Current SPCA is always appreciated and comes through purchases at the SPCA's used bookstore, annual calendar sales, and other forms of donations. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at MyLocalTV.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.